Hello, everybody. All right. Hello, everybody. So, I'm sure you are all excited. I don't know. Point is, oh wow, that's good art. I so I haven't even actually ever looked at this page yet. I literally just saw that they came out with the Kerbal Space Program 2 trailer, but I didn't see anything about it. So, this is completely new for me. So, yeah, that's exciting. I just gotta get the word out. Just had to tell Fac. Hello, one single viewer, and maybe others who will see this later. Um, I'm not editing this just because I want a live reaction. Dear God, I'm so white. Let me turn this. Is that better? Or would you rather have my face be bright? Alright. Um, so yeah, that's the thing. Alright. So, here we go. In 3, 2, 1. Hello, one viewer who is watching this. We are about to play this. Oh yeah, and I'm not sponsored though. I mean, I'm not saying that I'm not for sponsorship, just I'm not sponsored. Maybe I start. I have to link this to someone. Now then. Hey, there you are. Late. So, you just missed it. Luckily for you, I'm going back and watching this a few more times. So, first things first, it's going to be made not by Squad but by Star Theory. Now, I heard that a lot of people had an issue with this, but the thing about that is Squad, the original Squad hasn't been making Kerbal Space Program for many years because the original Squad team left. They went somewhere else. They went actually to Valve. So, like, the point is that it if you want the original Valve, go back to 10 years ago. That's when I mean, if you want the original Squad, go back 10 years ago. Yeah, this Squad has gotten, great things and all, but it's not the same Squad. That's just a fact. So, um, I think it's actually in good hands with Star Theory because I've heard that they're going to do some good work, that they're going to treat it right. I think that'll be fine. Now, this private division, that I have a bit more of an issue with. Because you see, if we just quickly look up private division, you see, private division isn't actually their own thing. Private division is actually just no, I don't care about that. This whole who we are. Look, right down here. Let me just right down here. Copyright 2019 Take-Two Interactive. That is what I have a problem with. The fact that this is actually just Take-Two Interactive, which is the people that always put microtransactions in all of their games. In fact, Take-Two even released a statement saying that they want to put microtransactions in all of their games. I have an issue with that. Now, one of the YouTubers I watch, what's his name? Matt Lowen specifically asked on Twitter for them to please not put microtransactions in. But they worded it very specifically. Not that they weren't going to put microtransactions in, but the game won't have its own in-game currency, nor will you be able to have downloadable skins or something like that. So that makes it seem like they're saying no, but at the same time they're also saying yes. There will still be microtransactions, possibly. That I'm not okay with. All of these, they put stuff, they like put microtransactions in most of their games. Alright, so, I'm not looking at the chat, by the way. Actually, wait, no, I'm going to actually get this up on my YouTube real quick. So I can look at the chat, so give me half a second. Oh, who knows? Who knew I was actually live? Alright. So that I have an issue with. Beautiful graphics. Now I know that it says not actual gameplay, but that I expected that. But still. Alright, just talking in terms of trailers, this shot right here. This shot. I'm going to move my camera back over here. This shot right here is so beautifully done. I love it so much. Because just look at that beautiful reflection right there. Oh, it's so pretty. Oh, wait, can you guys not? Yeah, you guys can. Right there. I love that beautiful reflection. Oh, and and you can see the Kerbal's face just barely in there. Oh, I love it. Love it. Oh, I love this. And I love that. Of course, he falls. Actually, I'm going to switch accounts real quick. Switch accounts on my phone. Beautiful, of course. Valentina looking wonderful. If that is Valentina now. I don't know if it actually is Valentina. I love that shot there. Sister, why? This shot. Oh, beautiful. All of it. Oh, that shot's so beautiful. I love it. It's perfect. Some of these shots are done so wonderfully well. It's so great. Oh, and I love this. So, something real quick. So apparently, Kerbal Space Program 2 is going to do something Kerbal Space Program never could because it was never built for it. Kerbal Space Program 2 supports multiple star systems. And this is one of those multiple star systems that we're about to see. I love that so much. I love how this is. Oh, and also base building. So up until now, base building, you had to build the base out, like back at Kerbin. But now, apparently you're going to be able to build bases on site. How awesome is that? You can build bases right there. That's so cool. I'm going to be so excited for that. And of course, this happens because it's Kerbal Space Program. It has to happen. Where everything falls over. Oh yeah, those right there, they're arboretums. That's where plants, trees and stuff grow. You're apparently going to have arboretums, meaning terraforming, actual terraforming, and actual colonization, which is something we've been wanting for a really long time. A beautiful ringed planet, and I love this right here. That's such a perfect logo. I love it. See, oh yeah, and litho braking is also known as aerobraking. It's braking in the atmosphere. So litho braking near you, coming to you. I'm so excited for it to become on PC. And with thanks to Sean Esau, hashtag build fly dream. It's beautiful. No killing aliens. No killing aliens. It's bad. Now then, we're going to listen to the developer's story for a bit. Just a bit.
The pressure of the first big game you're working on, all of a sudden it's a thing that's like, you really can't talk about it to anyone.
I was coming to work with butterflies each day.
Whew, this is by far the biggest thing I've ever worked on. I try not to let it go to my head and try not to get too in the clouds about it.
My parents have wondered what I have been working on for the longest time. It's always two questions that come out. Is one, are you still employed? And two, can you tell me what you're working on?
My brother's a big fan, so this is a big secret I had to keep from him. I don't even know what to say. Hey, look, I'm working on KSP 2.
You don't, in general, get an opportunity to work on something that has sort of been at the center of your consciousness, or it's something that you feel genuine desire to work on. And from that perspective, this opportunity is very hard for me to process even now.
I think for me, I've always had a space fascination. So the idea of working on this game really speaks to me because I can go there and do these things that I couldn't before. I'm an explorer at heart.
This is a game that merely gives you toys to play with and an infinite playground in which to play with them. And the things that you create, the problems that you solve, they can be as challenging as you want them to be. I haven't yet found the upper limit of what you can do, even in the original game. And we're expanding it times 1,000.
KSP has always been a fascinating game to me. There are very few games that have been able to take science and turn it into something that's truly fun.
There is nothing like Kerbal Space Program. That first moon landing I got, when I actually achieved it and designed a rocket that could do it under my own power, there was a sense of achievement and satisfaction that I had never gotten anywhere else.
My experience with the game was, after playing it for a little while, I accidentally learned a lot about physics and about orbital mechanics and about the history of rocketry and about the way rockets work. And I learned it all by accident.
We're building a platform We want to make sure that really everything that we do, the community is able to do. I've always been a fan of developers that share their process and interact with the community, have forums, have Reddit posts, and Kerbal Space Program has consistently over the last 8 years been responsive to community feedback and gone back and forth with them on designing things. That's the reason why I'm in this industry. I wouldn't have become a game developer if it wasn't for developers inspiring me and sharing their experiences and their work.
In the beginning, there were two guys. It was sort of an experiment. Back then, we worked on every new release, thinking it may be the last. We had no idea it would explode the way it did.
Yeah.
When someone in the community says this is the best game ever made, that means a lot for us. We're just trying to keep it going and trying to make it even better.
The community is very strong. They know everything about the game. A very important part of the game is done thanks to the community. They always surprise us with the things they come up with, what we give to them, and they give back to us.
I'm so excited
It's
for
so
this.
big and so important. I mean, the community lives it and feels it and loves it.
Half of the fun about Kerbal is failing. When you start playing KSP, you would most likely crash the first time. You will learn through failing. But each time you will get a bit further and further away. And there's always this great reward that is you being able to do something by yourself without anyone teaching you.
Kerbal Space Program is one of the most scientifically motivated games in history. It's a game that attempts to simulate essentially NASA. So Nate's asking me questions like we were at a conference together. So I go to conferences to learn about the details of the formation and evolution of planetary systems and kind of what are the limits of the future space telescopes and things that we're going to build. And he's asking me, so how come planets, how come these types of planets form this far out and those don't? And how close can planets actually orbit together? And how is their composition affected by tidal distortion? I mean, these are questions that you need to run large-scale simulations to figure out the answer to, and we still don't know astrophysically. We're trying to observe these things. So he's exactly the right sort of person to lead an effort to take something realistic and turn it into something fun. We've had quite some arguments over email about how close can these planets be together? Is that crater really physical? Can a methane lake really exist at that distance from the star? All this kind of stuff. And I kind of want to know why he's asking these questions.
Can a gas giant theoretically be stripped down to its core by a stellar event of any kind?
Do they even have a core?
So there is a story that we can tell around high-speed oblique collision, recent, so that there hasn't been an opportunity for this lava to cool.
Normal stars in the main sequence have a specific temperature and brightness. And we believe from observations that essentially those two are locked together, they're codependent.
I mean, that was a light bulb moment, right? There's something I've never seen in popular media. Have you?
The big ring system?
Well, no, the notion that a young star system might be full of ringed planets. I've never heard that in my entire life.
People barely talk about young star systems at all.
The importance of Kerbal Space Program is that it's more than just a game. It is the ability to learn and to really grow as a person. It allows you to appreciate this universe that we're in and the world around us.
When I was thinking back to my first experience with Kerbal Space Program, the thing that I think appealed to me most about the experience, and I didn't realize it at the time, was that it's inherently optimistic, that you're creating something from nothing. You're creating a space program. You're essentially, in our game, creating a civilization that spans multiple solar systems. And I can't think of anything else that's that optimistic right now in popular culture.
KSP-1 is the exploration of our nascent space program up to modern day, and KSP-2 explores the near-ish future of what this could be.
Dr. Robert Zubrin talks about how we view the year 1492. There's a bunch of stuff that happened that year, but we only remember one thing that happened that year because it had immense material impact on our current lives. And I think that's probably more true of the people who are advancing space exploration right now. We're going to be naming landmarks after the people who are currently advancing that quest.
We're in a golden age of astrophysics and space astrophysics in particular. As flagship missions get bigger and bigger and more ambitious, are we going to be able to do the next generation of them? That will be even bigger and more ambitious. Where is the limit?
Well, everybody, thank you for coming to my live stream. All I got to say about this is, wow. I cannot wait until they're done. I just cannot wait until it's here. I'm amazed. So amazed. So, I hope you all have a good night, good morning, or whatever. I will talk to you guys later. This is Eris the Kerbal signing off. I cannot wait until they're done. I just cannot wait until it's here. I'm amazed. So amazed. So, I hope you all have a good night, good morning, or whatever. I will talk to you guys later. This is Eris the Kerbal signing off.